Hello, my name is Masha Nuts, and today I'm going to teach you how to make this gorgeous flower friendship bracelet. My second book, The Art of Friendship Bracelets, is out now. It is full of my favorite bracelet tutorials. It is available as an ebook and also in print, anywhere you typically buy books, and there is also a direct link in the description. If you're watching this video close to release and you're going to make this bracelet, then you can actually enter it as part of my current challenge. Every time I film a wrap-up video and I show you what bracelets I've made recently, I launch a new challenge, and I show photos of the submissions for the previous challenge. This time around, the challenge is for any flower friendship bracelet, and this one would be perfect for it. You can enter the challenge on my Discord server or on Instagram. There is a challenge photo channel on my Discord server, the link to which is in the description, where you can post photos of your bracelets. As for Instagram, just post to #MashasFlowers to enter the challenge. This is a really cute design. It's very simple, just 2 colors, but I really love how it looks. This is not a beginner-friendly pattern. There is quite a lot of steps to this tutorial, and it can be quite challenging at times because there's a lot of forward, backward, and backward, forward knots. You'll also notice that some of the edges are rather bumpy, especially on this side here, where the flower gets close to the edge. I think this is the most visible one here. You can minimize that as much as possible by making sure that your knots are consistent and accurate, but sometimes patterns are just like that. Be on the lookout for a video called "It's Not You, It's the Pattern" when it comes to bumpy edges. I'm going to be explaining what to look out for in the pattern before you even start knotting to see whether the edges will be bumpy or not. That's an upcoming video that you should subscribe to see. But in any case, with those warnings set aside, if you've made a couple of bracelets before or are just ready for a challenge, then let's get into this tutorial. You need 2 colors for this bracelet. I'm using DMC number 726 and 740. Cut 6 strings for each of the colors, roughly 1 meter in length. I then taped my strings to my workspace and left 10 to 15 centimeters just above the tape to make ties out of later. I started my bracelet with a half triangle start. I have a separate tutorial on triangle ends, I'll leave it in the card and in the description. But essentially all I did is bring out the colors one by one by making backward knots with each of the strings onto the bundle and then setting it aside. And I did that until I ran out of strings. The last string just made a backward knot on the one remaining string in the bundle. I then flipped my triangle end. The knots are actually hidden behind. I like to do this sometimes, I don't always do this. If you don't want to do this, make forward knots instead. So I made backward knots, flipped it, but if you don't want to flip it, make forward knots. The important thing is you bring out all of the strings of one color, then all of the strings of the other color. That is the color order. So no matter how you start, if your colors are in this order, 6 strings of one color, then 6 strings of the other, you're going to be good to go. And again, the tutorial for the triangle ends is in the description for more information about how to make them. We start by making a row of candy stripe. We take the rightmost string and we bring it all the way to the left in backward knots. The only differentiator being on the last string, we're going to make a backward forward knot instead. So backward knots along each of these strings and then a backward forward knot on the last one. Once that is done, we grab all of the remaining strings of the first color, orange for me, plus the first string of the other color that's to the left of it. We're going to be working with these for now. You'll notice on the edges of the pattern there are backward forward and forward backward knots. You can do this. It'll actually result in slightly straighter edges if you do it that way because that follows the straight edge technique. It's going to be a pain for me to continuously explain that though. And truthfully, when I make bracelets like that, I've stopped doing the forward backward and backward forward knots myself anyway. As long as the strings are pointing inwards, so like backward knots on the right side and forward knots on the left side, it keeps the bracelet pretty straight. So I'm going to be explaining it with backward knots on the right, forward knots on the left, as long as the knot is between 2 strings of the same color. If none of what I said just made any sense to you, ignore that. It's fine, just follow the tutorial. I was just giving a little bit of extra context to those that pay close attention to the pattern. So now that we're focusing on the 6 strings on the right, we're going to take the outermost string here and we're going to make backward knots with it along each of the strings that follow. The last backward knot is going to be made on this first yellow string. Then we're going to take the next string after that, which is going to be another orange one, and we're going to do the same thing. A row of backward knots, with the last one being on this very same yellow string. So the first string is going to make 5 backward knots in total, the second string is going to make 4 backward knots in total. We're now going to work with the remaining 3 strings of orange that are on the right. The outermost string makes 2 backward knots, and then the remaining 2 strings make a backward knot between them as well. We now take these 3 strings. This yellow string is going to make a forward knot and then a forward backward knot. Next, we're going deeper into the center of the bracelet, and we identify the yellow string that is closest to the center. This one. This yellow string makes 4 forward knots. We now need to find the yellow string after that. So the one that's next on the left, this yellow string, it is going to make 2 forward knots. Now we keep a hold of that same yellow string, we grab the orange string just to the right of it, and we make a backward forward knot with the orange string onto the yellow string. That's going to be the center of our little flower. Now we're going to focus on this group of yellow and orange strings. Find the yellow and orange that are side by side, and this orange from the right side is going to make a backward and then a backward forward knot on the yellow strings. Now this yellow string is going to make a forward backward knot onto the orange string to the right of it, and then a backward knot onto the orange string to the left of it. We then grab the yellow string that's coming out from that dot we made of orange, that backward forward knot, and this yellow string is going to make 2 backward knots. Then we identify the yellow string that is pointing to the left from this pair of yellow strings, and this one is going to make 2 backward knots. We're going all the way to the edge now. With the outermost string on the right, we make a backward knot, a backward forward knot. Then the yellow string we just made a backward forward knot onto makes 2 backward knots. I'm now going to grab the orange string that is coming out from under the yellow here, and it's going to make 2 forward knots. And now that we're done with the flower, we just need to fill in the background. We're going to be making a whole bunch of backward knots. The thing to remember is we stop at this orange string. This orange string that we just made 2 forward knots with is going to be the last string we make a backward knot onto for each of the strings that come to the right of it. We're going to start with the outermost string. It's going to make backward knots along each of the orange strings to the left of it and stops at this one, so it makes 4 backward knots. The one after that makes backward knots along each of the strings to the left of it, stopping at this one, 3 backward knots. Same for the next one, it does 2, and same for the one after that, 1. So 4, 3, 2, 1 backward knots for each of these strings. You might notice, like I am, that the bracelet is actually a little misshapen at the moment. Thankfully, you can just use your fingers to kind of mold it back into the shape that you want to. I'm also seeing that a little bit of that yellow string is peeking through from underneath my knot here where it shouldn't. I'm gonna just gently place my thumb on the bracelet and pull on that yellow string so it pops back into place and out of my knot. The last thing for this color before we switch is that final candy stripe row. So we take the orange string that is all the way on the left side, and it is going to make a row of candy stripe, so a row of forward knots along each of the strings that follow, except on the edge string it's going to do a forward backward knot instead. The second part of the bracelet is a mirror image to the first. We're doing all of the same steps but with opposite knots. Let me show you how to make them. You start by doing the same thing we just did. You take the outermost string on the left, a yellow string this time, and you go all the way to the right in forward knots, except the last string on which you do a forward backward knot instead. Grab all of the yellow strings plus 1 orange string, set all of the other strings aside. We take the outermost string, and with it we make 5 forward knots, with the last one being on the orange string. After that we take the next outermost string, which is going to be this one, and we make 4 forward knots, with the last one being on this orange string. The new outermost string now makes 2 forward knots, and then the strings that it's making forward knots on make a forward knot between them as well. Now we grab the orange string that's closest to the edge. It makes a backward knot and a backward forward knot onto the yellow strings to the left of it. We grab the next orange string, which is in the middle here, and it makes 4 backward knots. The next orange string, the one that's closest to the center here, makes 2 backward knots. Then the yellow string just to the left of it makes a forward-backward knot onto it. We now focus on this yellow string. It makes a forward knot and a forward-backward knot on the two orange strings to the right of it. Then the orange string coming out from underneath that yellow string we just worked with makes a backward-forward knot followed by a forward knot. The orange string that is coming out from underneath that dot we made with yellow for the center of the flower now makes 2 forward knots. And now the orange string that's pointing to the right from this pair of orange strings makes 3 forward knots. Oops, it's 2 forward knots. I misread the pattern, I fix it later. Only make 2 forward knots here. We grab the yellow string from the outermost edge and it makes a forward knot, forward, backward knot. Then the orange string we just made a forward, backward knot onto makes 2 forward knots. And this is where I noticed my mistake, which I told you about in the editing process. Let me quickly unpick that knot. Now this yellow string, which I accidentally buried underneath a knot, makes 2 backward knots onto the orange strings to the left of it. Now this same yellow string is an important marker. It is going to be the last string we're making forward knots onto with all of the strings to the left of it. So starting with the outermost string, we make 4 forward knots with the last forward knot being made onto this yellow string. The string after that, which will be this one, makes 3 with the last one being on this yellow string. This one makes 2 and this one makes 1. So with each of the strings on the left, we make 4 forward knots, then 3, then 2, and then 1. And again, I'm going to use my fingers at this point to kind of level the pattern out a little bit and straighten it up. And now, the final step of this bracelet before the pattern repeats. We're going to take the string of yellow on the right edge here, and it is going to make a row of backward knots along each of the strings that come after it, except that last string onto which is going to make a backward-forward knot instead. At this point, the pattern repeats. There are timestamps in the description to make skipping around this tutorial easier for you. And this would also be a good point, once your bracelet is long enough, to make a triangle end to finish, or a half triangle end. If you flipped your bracelet like I did at the beginning, don't forget to flip it as well for the triangle end. And if you do that, you're going to be making backward knots to finish the triangle end. Starting with the outermost strings on the left, a backward knot between them, then grab the next one, make a backward knot onto the bundle at once, etc, etc. As I said, there is a full tutorial for triangle ends. If you're not flipping them, make forward knots instead. I'm going to go finish my bracelet off camera, and I'll see you once I'm done. And this is what the bracelet looks like once it's done. I actually started making this one in a different color palette as well. I do not have time to finish it at the moment, so I thought I'd post the video anyway. But I think it looks really cute. I can imagine this bracelet in many, many color combinations, and hopefully I'll get to see some if you submit for the challenge. If you've got any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments or on the Discord server. I'll try to answer as many as I can. If you prefer your tutorials to be offline, then I also have 2 books. The Beginner's Guide to Friendship Bracelets takes you from the basics to the more advanced stuff, whereas the Art of Friendship Bracelets dives deeper into the core concepts and offers even more patterns for you to try. Both books are available anywhere you typically buy them, and there is also a direct link in the description. Before I go, I also want to give a special shout out to my members. It is with their support that I'm able to continue creating videos on this channel, and I truly appreciate it. If you also want to become a member and get exclusive perks, then hit the join button. But in any case, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!